talked about a lot of weird shit on my channel, but I've never really talked about dragons, so I think it's time to go down that path. I share with you guys a couple of stories, but before I do, I just want to say I realize that for some people watching this, it may be hard to believe that dragons exist, but there's other universes, there's parallel realities, there's dimensions where dragons exist, and they blend into our reality, and they help with the planet, and they interact with people. Some are good, some are bad, just like everything. Now, I wasn't made aware of this until I started having a certain amount of Reiki healing starting in 2015. It may have been a couple of years later, but I would go to different practitioners and they would all say, "Oh, do you know you have a red dragon that's around you?" Would interact with certain women that had these capabilities of tapping into your energy. And, you know, I had a woman I was talking to more recently. It's like, "I see a red dragon around you." And I have this red dragon around me for protection. One day, I was over at this spiritual guy's house, and there was about 6 of us. During the COVID time, and these individuals took it seriously, so we were sitting, 6 feet away from each other in a circle, right? And I'm looking off to my right, and I'm kind of interacting with this conversation that's going on to my right. And there's 2 people to my left, and I'm sitting there looking over, and the next thing you know, I get this puff of air like blowing in my face. And the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, one of the guys that was beside me to my left got up and blew some weed in my face, right? So I look over expecting to see him there, and to my surprise, he's like 6 feet away and facing the opposite direction, talking to someone, and there's nothing being smoked, right? And I was like, what the heck? And then buddy beside me starts talking about how he's seeing this red dragon around me. And then that's when I was like, well, you're not gonna believe this, but I just felt something blow something in my face, right? So after those experiences, I was a believer in dragons. And as someone that's not from this universe, I like to call in other beings that aren't necessarily from this universe to help out with this place. And as soon as I discovered that I could call in green dragons that would assist in returning black magic to the sender, protecting those innocent individuals that were deserving of protection. And once I called in these green dragons, I started to hear about how I was fucking up a lot of certain organizations with the work that they were doing. So if you're crazy enough to believe in dragons and you believe in the power of prayer and how visualizing something to the masses will make it more powerful, if you're that way inclined, call upon green dragons to planet Earth and help return any negative energy, any black magic to the sender that's being sent to people that do not deserve it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.